Haven't played it in years, so I'll have to just...
Really? You haven't played in
That was it. Yeah. Oh, they're great chords. The super chords are do 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 do. Interesting how you can't, at least at this point, I can't start just anywhere. I got to go back to the,
Yep.
Once I goof up, then I got to start again. Which makes sense, because if you couldn't remember it right while it's going, and you obviously stopping isn't going to help. Do, 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 do. There it is. Do, 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 Yeah, Desperado's my favorite song. One of them. My other favorite song, when I started learning to play the guitar, it was a song called Today, Today While the Flowers Still Cling to the Vines. It's old, you'd never hear it now, but it was a beautiful song, beautiful thoughts. Some folk group did it, the New Christie Minstrels or something, but... Forget all joys I have known. Today I can be contented with yesterday. I can't live on promises. Day, 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 day. Now is my hour. This is my moment. Who cares what tomorrow may bring? It's like a round, it just never stops. That's what, to see what sort of playing shape I'm in. That's my criteria. But as the years went by, I developed a new favorite song, and figured I'd learn how to. It's called "Lover's Cross," a Jim Croce tune. But he's a good guitarist, and his accompanist, who doesn't sing a note but accompanies him, I think is the best finger picker since Paul Precipitano grew old and died. And I can't even remember his name, but Matt Boyd, we were at the record store once, and he bought a video, a VHS video, Jim Croce live. And it's actually him playing an ovation and his accompanist playing the exact same ovation. And Croce's a good finger picker, but this guy that's with him, to me, is the best. And I'm a finger picker.
Yeah.
And people say, well, what's so special about finger picking? Simple. A strummer can go, or he can go, it's one or the other. He can only the finger picker can, hit all the strings at the same, hit 5 of the 6 strings at the same time. Or any 5 or less at the same time. Can make that sound while the strummer can't. There's a difference between and there's a difference.
Yeah.
You can play a true chord rather than that's a chord in the sense of it's all the right notes, but they're not all at the same time. Only, and I have control of all. There's 2 finger pickers, 3 finger pickers. Some people say there are 4 finger pickers, and I use all 5 or less. But plus I pluck as well as pick and strum sometimes. But I have the options, while the guy who's got a pick in his hand doesn't. So they can do a million things that I can't do, but I can do a few things they can't do. And Croce and his accompanist, they both are finger pickers. And when I was a kid, I thought, when I first started digging this music thing and guitars and that, I thought it's called Baxter finger picking. That's what all that is, and that's what the folksters were doing, and a few of them were good at it. Only a few people finger pick, less and less all the time. Willie Nelson does a lot of finger pick, but most of the time he's got a pluck. Most people play with a plectrum. I don't. I've never owned a. There's not one in the house. I don't own a guitar pick. Now there are also finger picks that fit on each finger in your thumb, and most of the finger pickers do that. It's sort of assumed if you're a finger picker, you've got a thumb and picks on your fingers. But they get in the way. Once they're on your fingers, you can't get rid of that loud, bright sound, because they're, unless you took them off, and you can't do that in the middle of the song. So I'm a finger picking fanatic. I started out finger picking. I've never owned a pick in my life. Never. I don't know what it feels. I've never picked a note in my life. I wanted to be a finger picker. My folk buddies, put the picks on the fingers. I knew I'd be losing them, and what if you want to pick your nose or something? I thought, no, the real guitarists use their fingers. So So I decided to learn Lover's Cross and learn to sing it too for Diane. Should have listened to my own lyrics. Ended up hanging on a Lover's Cross. Just what I didn't want to do. Just what the song says you're not gonna do. That's what Croce said he wasn't gonna do. And I used to know a lot of songs, especially when I played with other people. And I can bring a lot of them back. But Lover's Cross, I'll try to. No, it's one of those things I don't have any idea how it's. If I could start anywhere, and
get back to the beginning.
Light that guy up. Maybe that'll help. It's that rhythm, that hypnotic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm after. I knew that it was bound to happen. It's just a matter of time. I've come to my decision, darling, and it's one of the painful kind. Never was much of a martyr before, but that's what you wanted me to be. I can't hang upon a lover's cross for you. Bridges were meant for burning. People are bound to be strange. Tables were meant for turning. People and the places, they still feel the same. Hope that you can find another to be what I could not. You'd have to be a super fellow, or maybe a super god. Never was much of a martyr before, but that's what you wanted me to do. I can't hang upon a lover's cross for you. Well, we'll get there.